And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Two Drink Minimum, the only podcast that's planning to actively beat its third mic on camera for you all to see and enjoy. The gentleman on the top left corner organized this beating of an autistic man. Legendary comedian, Mike Ward.
I am Mike Ward. You are Pantelis.
That's me.
The man wearing the wife beater
Is
Poseidon.
A well-known wife beater.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And we have a special guest this week.
A man who, like us, enjoys leaving his fucks at the door when he walks in is Chad Zumock.
What up, gentlemen? Thanks for having me. Big fan.
Chad,
Thanks for doing this, Chad.
welcome aboard. This is going to be fucking great. I have a question to ask you.
Welcome.
I heard that you've been giving Bert Kreischer shit for a week. Is this true?
Yeah, it's Bert was a good friend of mine, and we're going through a little tiff right now. And
Oh, I thought you were just fucking around. I didn't know you guys were actually going through like a beef.
I'm sure it's going to work itself out eventually. I was coming at it from more of a busting balls, and I think it got into a gray area. So I don't know what's going on right now, but I wish him the best.
Oh, that's fucking weird. When you're fucking around with someone, then you realize, oh shit. Oh, he just took this seriously. And now I have to explain how his mom isn't a whore. Which, I'm just kidding.
Wait, is that what happened? You just started fucking with him and he took it seriously?
Well, we had there was a misunderstanding early on, and then Bert, he's a real sensitive guy, like most comics. And he went on Rogan, and he was kind of subliminally saying things about me without saying my name, and it got back to me. Because fans catch on to that, and next thing you know, it's on Reddit.
Yeah.
And the other day, he did something on some charity thing with Adam Sandler where he embarrassed himself.
I saw. But in his defense, it was a weird situation. It was a weird.
Sure.
Plus, Happy Madison is his production company, so it's a mistake that could be made.
And my friend was here, and my laptop was open, and he tweeted something under my name. Ari Shaffir did it to me a couple months ago. And basically, I had to go delete it. He actually tweeted out a bunch of stuff. So Bert thought I did that on purpose. It wasn't. It was. He thought I did it, and I didn't, and it became a big thing.
Okay, so this will blow over. But for now, it's fun to enjoy this kind of shit because you realize months later, weeks later, fuck, this is so stupid. How did this start a war?
We're going through a pandemic right now. People, this is serious stuff. None of us are working. Like this is we shouldn't be dicking around. Like we should be supporting each other.
Yeah, well, we try for the most part. I mean, we're in a weird situation where a lot of comics around us that we're friends with in the middle, a lot of people fuck with each other and have their own beefs, and we look at it from kind of the sidelines and laugh a bit because we're like, it's not a real thing, guys. We got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, that's how you should look at it. I think that's how we all should look at it. And a lot of this stuff, like I often get in trouble with a lot of comics, and it's kind of my thing, and I'm trying to take a step back from that, but unfortunately, I'm dealing with my ex-friend Bert right now.
You guys, he's gonna be your friend, so you guys are gonna be fine. This is not a real. If Ari Shaffir's cool, you're gonna be fine. Don't worry. I think he'll forget about this shit. I mean, I don't know if you ever seen the kind of shit we put Poseidon through. If he's still cool with us, and he's not even a comic, so he shouldn't even have this kind of sense of humor. He's been through hell and back with us. We've ruined countless relationships. He even called me this morning asking me, begging me, please stop mentioning the girl I'm currently dating on the show. And I'm not going to stop doing it. I just mentioned her right now. So look, he's going through it. Look at him. He's fine. He gets that we're busting balls.
Didn't you like last week or the week before say that you had broken up with her and you were never going to see her again?
He
look,
he admitted this morning that was a ruse. I'm
just gonna say this. I lied saying I broke it off with her because I was trying to I want to keep some things private, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he caught me in the lie and called me out on it, and that's what happened. And then she heard one of the shows, and then she got mad at me. So I have Pantelis being mad at me because I'm going from city to city like a donkey.
Yeah.
And then I have her being mad at me because he's calling me out on my bullshit. So I'm just in the middle, like, what the fuck, bro?
Like, she lives in Quebec City. So to get to Quebec City, you have to pass through 4 roadblocks.
Wait, what?
He's dedicated.
There's no roadblock?
Didn't they like lock down a bunch of the cities in Quebec? Like,
not when he traveled. When he traveled, he was fine.
No. They locked down regions, but Quebec City and Montreal are within a region that is not. It's itself. They're in the same region, so they're type of thing. So,
I don't think it is though.
I don't know, but there's lockdowns all around Quebec City and Montreal, but not.
That's like saying Philly and Boston are kind of the same region.
Yeah,
they kind of are, but you got to drive for 4 hours. It's a big fucking region.
So basically, the only person here that's been saying the truth is your girlfriend, and she's mad at you for bullshitting. Is that what you're saying, Poseidon?
Basically.
Okay.
Well, was. I rectified it.
Oh, I bet you rectified it.
Yeah.
So, Chad, fuck, man, what are you doing down there? Like, it must be crazy over there because there's so many people. So you guys probably worry a lot about this shit.
Well, I'm not in Los Angeles right now. I moved from LA. I was moving to New York right in the middle of this. I stopped in Ohio where I'm from just to wait till things calm down. Turns out it never calmed down. Now I'm stuck in Ohio, and New York is like, I don't know what the hell's going on there. So
yeah, New York.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, you got to get out of Ohio. That's right. I mean, even fucking LeBron James figured that out. Like, you gotta bounce.
I got to take my talents to South Beach.
Yeah, exactly. They don't give a shit about the coronavirus anyway, so you'll be fine down there. Yeah, some states don't give a fuck. Some states don't care.
Yeah.
And other states are in full fucking lockdown.
There was I think it was in Kentucky that happened, that people went to like a church service, but they were all in their cars.
I mean, that doesn't bother me.
That's okay.
That's okay.
But the cops still went in there, broke it up, and told everyone to go home.
You see, I'm Chad. You gotta tell me how you feel about this, because at least you got more rights to talk about this as an American citizen. But I don't believe it's legal to, like, I understand if you're a guy who has a virus and you're purposely going to spread it, I could see where that's criminal. Just like having AIDS and fucking dudes and not telling them. I could see that. But if you're taking a risk because you're exercising your freedom to do whatever the fuck you want, go to church, go shopping, how the fuck can a cop come and tell you, no, you're not allowed to play in the park, get the fuck out of here? That's crazy, right? Am I just over paranoid? Am I wrong about this? I don't know.
Well, as someone with AIDS and herpes, I can honestly tell you that I don't necessarily agree with it, but we're in uncharted territory right now. I've never experienced anything like this. We're all trying to figure out things as we go. I understand public safety. I also understand that we want to keep everyone safe. But at the end of the day, I really do believe that if this virus were to spread in 2008, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But because of news outlets and social media, it's bigger than anything because it's fear-driven.
Yeah.
That's my take. Rack me.
Well, I was listening today. They were saying that they found out that in New York, this has been going on for months, right? Before they announced anything and people went crazy and people were getting infected, fighting it off. Some people have developed antibodies to it. So it's very interesting that this has been happening since before they decided to declare it a pandemic and close the borders and start panicking. And more people probably got infected before and we just didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Right? We just thought they had the flu, some people, and it was over. And then now we're losing our fucking minds. The economy's tanking and no one's thinking about the repercussions it's going to have in a couple of months when people are fucking jobless. The government's going to run out of money at some point. They can't just keep paying us. So I don't know. I don't know if we're making the right decision. Maybe protect those that are weak, but not just shut down the country.
There's a rumor that Anthony Cumia may or may not have had it at the end of October. I don't know if that's true or not, but he had all those symptoms.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I saw that. He had like pneumonia in October and November, and he couldn't talk for like months. So he might have had it.
Yeah, he said on a recent episode that he may have had it and didn't realize it.
A lot of people are saying that. Yeah, a lot of people are testing themselves now to see if they have the antibodies just in case they went through it. I have a buddy of mine who does stocks. We think he had it a month before it was announced. He's a pretty healthy guy. You remember Poseidon Harry? And he got he just went missing for a month. He was at home. He goes, I've never had a flu like this. It completely fucked me up. And then now he's the only one at his office just doing his stocks every day. He's like, yeah, I think I already had it. I think I'm the one who had it a month ago and I got through it.
But what's interesting...
That must suck though, like for him or for Anthony, if he's like, I had it in October and he gets a weird confidence about that and goes out and then realizes, oh shit, it was just a bronchitis.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
now I'm in the ICU.
Oh, these kids. What about you did Kevin Brennan's podcast just now, right, Chad?
I did it yesterday, yeah.
How was that?
Oh, it was wonderful. He's such a ray of light. He really is just a nice gem. And he, I like going on his podcast because I love just building bridges and just bringing people together.
That's what he's famous for.
Yeah.
I actually really, really like Kevin Brennan. He makes me fucking laugh because he's another one of those guys just doesn't give a fuck. So I like because there's certain people that you know where you stand, right? So with him, you're not gonna get shocked. You're not gonna hear something particularly positive or nice, So he's not gonna surprise you like that. But he's gonna burn a bridge that you didn't even know existed. He'll get into a fight with someone. You're like, how is he feuding with him? You're like, it's just the best.
He hasn't talked to his brother Neil in 5 years.
God damn, he commits. He commits to the bit.
Yeah, so you got to respect a guy who just calls him out. Go ahead.
I don't think like I wonder if he'll ever be able to talk to Neil again though, because he shits on Neil so much. Like if I was Neil, I wouldn't talk to him.
There are limits, even within the family.
Well, I kind of see his point of view too. Like, I guess they lived close to each other in Los Angeles at one point, and Neil never went to see his kids, his nephews. So that always kind of bothered Kevin, and obviously Kevin blew it up bigger and just kind of called it out. So I could see both sides. At the end of the day, they're two brothers. It's none of my business.
Yeah, exactly. They might work it out in a minute or never.
Yeah.
You know what I'm surprised at though? A lot of people I've noticed in our community hold grudges for a really long time. Yeah. And I think me and Mike have been lucky because for the most part, like we fuck around a lot, but we don't really have, and again, Poseidon's a good example, we don't really have long-standing feuds. Like they kind of resolve themselves pretty quickly after you talk about it. We don't really, I guess we really use social media and video chat. We'll call people. But I can't remember the last like really long-standing feud that's still ongoing. Like we kind of forget, we're like, fuck it.
I had this weird feud with a guy a couple of years ago, and I used to fucking hate him. And then I remember once I was explaining to someone why I hated him, and I had no idea why I hated him. I was like, he's such a fucking dick. He did. And then I was like, was it? And then I had no idea why I hated him. And then I was like, I shouldn't hate him. And I don't hate him anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys, I think in the States, your feuds are way more long-standing.
Yeah.
They start over nothing, and then it's fucking jihad time.
And maybe I don't know, I could be wrong, but I just from what I've noticed throughout my life, Canadians are just nicer people.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know, because people say that a lot, but I guess because of but Americans, I've never, we like to bust balls and be like, oh, you hold long-standing feuds, but Americans are fucking nice too, dude. Like it's not I think the grass is always greener. So when Americans go north, they think maybe they're expecting people to be a bit more cold because it's a new country, and then they're shocked by how nice people are. But it's the same thing in the States. When we go down in the States, everyone's fucking super nice. I've been to places in Texas, I'm like, fuck, why are they, I don't know these people. They're all greeting me. They're so nice. And it's like that everywhere, I think. It's, but just you always see it differently.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
No, it's not me. Everybody says that, but I mean, when I go down the States, I don't feel like people are overtly aggressive to me. Now New York is different. It's a cesspool. So many people, I get mad at the amount of people and just bumping into people. Get the fuck away from me. But in general, people, if you're minding your business, no one's fucking with you. That's how I see it, at least. I don't know. I've had good experience in the States. Mike, I don't think you've had any.
No, like I have a house in Florida, and I'm always surprised how friendly. I think the South people are friendlier. Like Florida, people shit on Florida all the time because of like all the stories with Florida man. But they're so nice. Like everywhere I go, I'm always surprised. I'm like, why is everyone saying hi to me?
Mike, where's your place in Florida?
It's in a town called Davenport, right outside of Orlando.
Okay, because I think I'm moving there. I think I'm going to move there during this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that was always my plan B, my escape plan. And since New York's pretty much out, escape from New York, it's the zombie apocalypse. I think I'm going to go to Florida for a while and just watch things chill out.
What are you guys expecting now? What's the timeline for you guys?
What, New York?
Well, in general, I guess, yeah, because every state is kind of having their own rules now. I know us here, they're saying May 4th, they're looking at starting stuff up again. Yeah,
they're saying beginning of May, they're going to do like a slow roll. I know they said recently in Texas, they're going to try to open things up right now because there hasn't been very many deaths. So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see how it plays out. It's new information every day.
Yeah. And shows though, like I'm wondering when shows are going to start up again. Because if they start opening like stores and restaurants and stuff, you can, be 6 feet away from the next guy. But a comedy show, like if everyone's respecting the six feet rule, they're going to be shitty comedy shows.
Oh yeah, somebody yelled. A black guy yelled at an old man at the bank today when we're waiting in line outside. Because the old guy got too close to him. Yeah, and I started laughing. Okay, he's like, 2 meters, 2 fucking meters. I started laughing. I'm like, who the fuck? 2 meters is far. I wasn't. Yeah. Like 2 meters is what in feet?
It's 6 feet. A little more than 6 feet.
A little more than 6 feet.
It's like 6'5".
It's what, 6'5"?
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, that's a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Like, go fuck yourself. Like we're 10 people, we're gonna go around the block. Like, calm down, dude.
So, Chad, are you thinking more Miami, or do you know where in Florida? Tampa?
Yeah, I'm thinking of the Tampa area, Southern California. There's a comedy club down there, Side Splitters, and a morning show. Mike Calta, who has a great show down there. So I'm thinking about just going down there and just waiting things out. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Tampa. I really like Tampa as a city.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna sit through this,
very cool vibe.
Might as well get good weather, good vibe, right? If you're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Like here, it's fucking crazy right now. Mike? Did you have any problems last night with the wind?
Yeah. I have one of those tempos, like those plastic
for the snow
that the poor people have to keep the snow off the car. And it was so windy. I was like, should I take my cars out? Because I didn't want the garage to fall on my cars. So I spent like 2 hours just wondering, do I take the car out? Do I leave it in? Because I kept on thinking, if I take the car out, then my fucking garage will just fall over and blow into my car. So I was nervous.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. It was because the vents go all the way up to the roof here. So the wind was hitting it and everything in the kitchen kept moving around and making noise all night. My buddies lost power. They were messaging me. It was, what the fuck happened? I didn't, what is a mini tornado? What the fuck was that last night?
I don't know. It's a fucking weird time. Are you sleeping well, Chad, or no?
Yeah, I quit drinking. So now I'm starting to sleep a little bit better. I was passing out every night. Now I'm actually falling asleep, which has been a weird situation. But yeah, I'm doing okay for the most. I'm sleeping too much.
How long's it been since you last drank?
Well, I was going 2 months strong, and the other day I kind of fell off the wagon a little bit, and then I go, okay, I gotta get back on this, because if I drink during this, I'm gonna be so depressed, and I know I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be trapped with those kind of thoughts now. Drunk thoughts?
And plus, I have no money coming. I mean, that's scary. Like, what? The last thing I need to do is drink right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's another. So a lot of people bring this up online, and I guess we look smart now, but we didn't know about this. But if, in terms of stand-ups, if people didn't start a podcast that they could monetize or anything like that, which is a lot of comedians, they just ate a huge fucking dick.
Yeah.
Because no matter what kind of tour you had planned, what kind of money you forecasted, I know March was supposed to be my biggest month for live shows, and I was calculating everything till like the summer, and I got zero. I got dicked out of everything. So it threw me into a loop, but at least I still have podcasting and all that, writing. But there's so many comics that I know, they're like, holy shit, what do I do? How do I start a podcast? What the fuck? Do I get a Patreon? And it's hard to just start right away and expect to make money. And it just, I was thinking, do you think this is, look at it from your perspective, this is going to filter out both shit comics, but also some good ones that just got fucked in the end because they didn't have any other forms of making money during this time, and then they're going to go back into something else?
It's going to be a hard reset. I think it's going to be, like you just said, it's going to filter out a lot of shit comics. Obviously, the ones with agencies and managers, they're going to get their first pick at the Improvs and Funny Bones. But guys like you who have a built-in following, you're still going to sell tickets. You're going to be okay. But it's going to be a slow roll back into the comedy clubs. I think, you know how most clubs are like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday? I think it's just going to go Friday, Saturday with a local guy on Thursday.
Yeah, for
I think
sure.
That's how it's going to play out. That's my prediction. But then again, I'm a complete idiot, so who knows?
I mean, it sounds. I think even some comedy clubs might not survive this and they won't reopen, because I know restaurants. There's a lot of restaurants now in North America that are not reopening ever again.
Yeah.
And I only heard this a few days ago. I didn't know this was true, but apparently most restaurants, the cash that they have on hand is for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They're good for 2 weeks. So now a month of not getting any money in and having to pay people, so many of them are just fucked, which is scary. Cause
like us with the Bordel Comedy Club, just to stay open with like look for the pub, it's 25 grand a month. So every month just to stay open is 25 grand. And we were talking yesterday, and Luke was like, I'm okay for a year, but most club owners don't have 250,000 laying around in their checking account.
Fuck.
And plus, that's you need more than 250,
because that's just to keep it open.
Yeah, and then you have to eat. You have to.
Yeah, so you guys are gonna be kind of monopolizing everything even more when this gets back. People are gonna, they won't have anywhere to eat. Even you guys at least have food over there.
I read somewhere that 90% of the restaurants are gonna close.
Yeah, it's the kind of shit I've been hearing, and at first I thought it was just crazy talk. And then I've been talking to other comics in the States, looking at videos, and I'm like, holy shit, man, it's not just us. Everyone's saying this. People are just losing their shit. That's why I'm telling you guys, it's not that, I want to jump on a fucking conspiracy. It's just maybe we panicked, overreacted, and we didn't think about just protecting the sick rather than shutting everything down, protecting the vulnerable rather than shutting everything down. Because now people with, losing their jobs and everything, this is going to be so much fucking hard to get back to because everybody's going to be scared in the beginning. So let's say, Chad, you get booked first weekend in, you're fine, 20 people fucking show up. Yeah. Even though you got the job back, you're not making money.
I think it's going to be a combination of people are going to be so ready to get the hell out of the house, and then there's going to be other side where they don't want to go anywhere. It's going to be 50-50 split. There's nobody in between. It's going to be like, I don't give a shit, I'm going out, and then there's going to be like, I'm not going anywhere, I'm wearing a mask for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Like I had, right when this started, the second to last time I went out was for a funeral. My manager's dad died. So I'm at the funeral, and one lady coughed, and the whole fucking time I wasn't in the funeral anymore. I was just thinking, okay, I'm gonna die now. Like I was nervous. I was trying to, I'll breathe in this direction.
Yeah.
So I think that's the type of person I am. As soon as this is over, I'm gonna be like, I want to go out, but then if one person sneezes, I'll be shitting in my pants.
I wonder how different people are taking this. You think? Have you heard from Howie Mandel? What is he saying? Is he losing his shit, panicking, or is he sending messages like, "Dear faggots, I told you so"? Like, what's happening?
Like, by the way, we're all going to be Howie Mandel now.
Yeah, that's why. I wonder if he's like proud. He's like, "I told you, cocksuckers," or he's just losing his shit. He's like, "Nowhere is safe."
No, I'm pretty sure nothing changed for him.
Oh, he's like, "This is my life."
Now everyone's like me. That was one thing that was weird. The thing where Bert was with Sandler, that all of these millionaire comics were raising money for comics that don't have money, and there were it lasted 9 hours, and they raised 300 G's, which is nothing when you think like Howie Mandel is worth 100 million. Like, shouldn't Howie Mandel have given like $1 million and just not do a fucking telethon?
It's funny, Mike. I was making fun of that with Kevin Brennan. We were like, I was giving him updates because on the live feed, I think they were on for 4 hours, and at one point they made $18,000. And we were just making fun of it. And I just got an email yesterday saying I got $500 from that grant.
Okay.
So I made fun of it the whole time, and now they're giving me money, so I feel bad.
That's amazing. But you see, if he gave the mill, you would have got a bit more.
I guess so.
I think the reason why they didn't raise a lot is because generally when one industry is hurting, others are doing well. But now everyone's fucking broke.
Yeah.
Like no one's working. So even if you do love comics, you're like, I'm going to give money. But you're like, if I give money, my wife's not going to eat.
We all got depressed as soon as you said it. I thought about it as soon as you said it. And inside I was like, oh, fuck, he's right though. There's not one industry that's doing well. Who's doing well now? Pharmaceuticals? Like who?
Grocery stores.
Grocery stores are doing well. But did they ever not do well? When do we not eat?
Grocery stores like Uber Eats.
Oh, yeah. Uber Eats is doing well.
And DoorDash and all of those. Yeah.
Costco made like 1.5 billion or something.
Jesus.
Yeah. What, in the last 2 months?
No, in 2014.
No, when all this started back in March, in 1 month they made about 1.5 billion in gross profit.
Like Amazon is probably making a shit ton of money.
Yeah, they're here every day.
Yeah. Delivery companies are making like Intelcom. We used to shit on them, but they're probably going to come back with new vans or something.
Yeah, dude, they keep dropping. Today they came to my house 3 times. That's another thing. I feel like they're overdoing with the delivery drivers. Why don't you just give all my packages to one fucking driver? Right? They're at the same factory, aren't they? I keep having 3-4 different delivery drivers from Amazon just bringing me 3, different packages all day. Isn't that like overkill?
Yeah. And it's fucked up too. Like Amazon is trying to not scarce, but when you buy stuff, it'll be like, instead of shipping it tomorrow, you'll get it in a month. But a lot of the stuff you get next day anyway. I
was going to tell you, I had something that was supposed to come May 9th, a little piece from my desk, and it got here this morning.
Yeah. Like I ordered 2 TVs because since I bought the new house, I was like, I need new TVs. So I was like, I'll order them now since they'll only arrive in a month. And one of them arrived 24 hours later and the other one in 2 days.
I like how Poseidon is jobless. He's trying to buy noodles, and Mike's like, I just bought 2 TVs, and these sons of bitches took an extra day to get here.
Yeah, I know.
I've been buying so much stupid shit. Like, I bought a slot machine on eBay.
I haven't showered in 3 days because I have no more soap. There's no more soap at the fucking stores.
But it's fucked up. I bought a real slot machine that used to be in a Japanese casino.
Hey, Mike, I'm sorry to hear you had to wait an extra day for your TV, man. That sucks.
Yeah.
The real
You got a
victim.
charity going?
Yeah.
Yeah, the real victim here. Let's be honest, is Mike. that's the real victim. This fucking virus.
Howie Mandel said to send me money to get my deliveries here faster.
Yo, I just somebody wrote that apparently the mining industry, as what I was telling Mike before about stocks, the mining industry is doing well right now. There's always something doing well. So whoever has money for stocks, there's something you could fucking hang your hat on, make some cash.
All the time.
I don't know anything about stocks though. I'm not a stock guy.
You know what's not doing well is flash mobs and gangbangs.
Dude, gangbangs not doing well. I don't think that's true. I think that's fucking fake news. I think gangbangs are alive and well.
Yes,
Right.
and people are getting sick because of them.
Yes, that was happening.
Yeah, I heard a few stories yesterday.
Yeah, whoa, can you explain that shit? What'd you hear about the gangbangs?
So there's still people organizing gangbangs.
Yeah.
And then they get sick.
Where? Like, I didn't know that gangbangs were organized.
Well,
Oh, they
I thought they just kind of happened.
No, if they're
how
not
do you do a
organized,
gangbang,
if they're not organized, it's a gang rape. It's a different. It falls into a different
exactly.
category.
So gangbang, but so there's a website you go to for gangbangs.
bro, honestly, I have no idea. I've never participated in a gangbang.
But you've
so
been
I would've-
invited numerous times. The fact that you said no shows great restraint.
Was there an organizer?
I have no clue. I heard this from a person who has friends who do this, and that's what I heard. And I also heard even
I feel like your girlfriend
escorts-
was talking about her secrets yesterday.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what. That's what happened.
Is that why she had
Asshole.
to go back to Quebec City? Because they started the gangbangs again.
Oh,
They
fuck
start
yourself.
without me.
She's like, fuck.
Trust me, dude. If she's as smart as you or half as smart as you, she's getting this and she's laughing. She gets the humor in this, Poseidon.
I know.
You're angry. She's not.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, she was angry at me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's angry at you. But now tell us more about her gangbang info. I'm curious.
No. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So escorts even took it level up. What they did now is they get vans. Okay, they remove the back seats and they install a mattress. And when you call, because people are confined to their homes, they call escorts, and they park in front of the house. The guy comes down, they bang, and he pays. And there's an extra fee also, like it's more expensive, and they go back up.
That's not embarrassing for your fucking neighbors. They see a whore show up in a van.
You go in.
And then you walk out, she's rubbing Purell on your balls.
And they have masks, gloves, Purell. They're fully stocked. They're
It's
ready.
like Uber Bang, like Uber Eats.
Yeah, that's what it
Uber
is.
bang.
It's super bang.
I'm gonna make my own van and call it Uber Bang. I'm stealing that from you.
So hold on.
Bang.
These are all escorts that had some money on. So are the escorts driving themselves and then running to the back of the van, or is there a driver?
These are high-end escorts. If
Yeah.
they have money to buy a van and then modify it, these aren't like fucking whores on the street.
But it sounds like something a crack whore would do.
Yeah, it's a crack whore idea with a high-class hooker budget.
Yeah.
It's a crack whore that had a high-end whore that died and she stole her money.
Something like it's so strange.
What a
reason they're doing
stupid
this-
idea. A fucking van.
Yeah.
Were you tempted at all, Poseidon?
No,
Is your girlfriend there right now?
no.
Is she watching? Does she watch these episodes?
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's what you're saying now.
Come on, bro.
Because you thought about it for a second. You went, you're like, oh, this bitch is
before
watching.
You were
No.
with her, so you don't get in trouble with her.
Hmm.
Before you were with her, if the coronavirus happened, is this the type of thing you would have done to go have sex in a van?
That pause says the silence speaks way louder than any of his retarded words can.
Yeah.
Than any of his mispronounced sounds. He's so excited. So where'd you hear that the gangbangs are still being organized?
Well, when all this happened, some people took advantage of cheap prices
Okay.
For gangbangs?
on
Like,
well, to move around.
What?
To travel, basically.
Like the gas prices, you mean?
Wait, hold on a second. Are you?
What the fuck kind of like these are shitty gangbangs that you're like, do you want to come to my gangbang? I can't, man. Gas is too expensive.
So it was people that got all excited and they're like, yo, gas is super cheap now. And they went all over the place and they got into gangbangs. Well, it was parties.
This sounds like rapes.
Yeah.
This sounds like gang rapes.
And they got into gangbangs and then they got sick actually.
This sounds like you're making everything up.
Yeah.
Nothing about that seems
Yo,
true.
so the gas was cheap. So they're like, yo, there's another town across there. They got some women's.
Gas.
Yeah. None of this sounds reasonable, Poseidon. It's either you're fucking with us right now, or you are talking about gang rapes.
Even if gas prices are super expensive, for a gangbang, you're definitely gonna carpool, right? You don't go alone to a gangbang. You carpool. You're 6 guys in a car.
What do you mean? I always went alone during a gangbang.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And everybody was surprised when he walked in. They're like, all right, we'll still fuck him. But he should have brought a friend.
Put the dress on. Put the dress on. Have you ever been in a gangbang, Poseidon?
No.
Chad?
No, not yet.
Yeah, he's listening though. He's getting all the tips. So Poseidon, have you been frequenting the websites now that you're with a lady?
What websites? The escort website?
Yeah.
No.
No, not at all?
No.
You don't even peruse?
No. I perused because I was curious in the beginning during this whole situation because I was curious to see what they were doing. But apart from I haven't perused since
Have you
then.
been? Nah. At all? Nah.
No.
Have you perused? Nah. Just a little.
Yeah.
Just in the
I like that he
beginning,
always
and I go
ends it
every
with just
day.
a little, yeah.
Hey, Poseidon, your girlfriend's in the chat. She says hi.
He's losing his shit. Look at
Motherfuckers, bro.
Did
You're
you
making
tell
me
her?
suffer, bro. I want to keep this person.
Did you tell her you love her yet? Are you there in the relationship, or it's too new?
It's fresh. It's new.
Okay.
But you haven't.
But I
So
like her. I like spending a lot of time with her.
that's not what he asked you. He said,
She
"Did you
accepts me
tell
for who
her?"
I am.
You're not.
My-
Well, that's amazing.
That's a big.
Yeah, your mom didn't accept you for who you are. You know how crazy that is. You know how fucked up that is. Your mother yelled at me for being your friend. She told me I could do better. Imagine what she's gonna tell this girl.
Yeah.
There are people without venereal diseases out there. So, did you tell her you love her?
No.
Okay. Will you?
Eventually.
I'm just laughing at the way you said it, Poseidon. There's nothing wrong with anything you're saying right now.
I know.
Do you want to
feel right?
Do you want to marry this young lady?
No, nothing has popped into my head of that. It's too fresh.
Right. So you don't want to marry her. What you're saying
Not
here
right
is
now.
that she's not marriage material.
No. She is, but
Her polluted
not right
womb
now.
cannot produce children. Is that what you're saying? You don't want her to raise your
That's
kids?
not what I'm saying, bro.
What you're saying is,
Are you waiting for her to be 18 so she won't have to ask her parents' permission to get married?
Basically.
Okay.
she's young though. She's 20, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's having fun. It's a young girl.
Yeah.
Let him enjoy himself.
We got along with each other. All is well.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But I've never seen you this panicky on a podcast, Poseidon. You're so scared to speak. It's crazy. What's going to happen?
Poseidon,
Well, because I actually like her. I don't
Yeah,
want
no
her.
one's telling you not to. Like, we understand you. Like, that's why we're fucking with you. But what do you think is going to happen if you make a joke? You think she's going to beat you up?
No, nothing like that. But
She's not going to break up with you, dude.
no. I know, but she's not used to this. The public eye. She doesn't like that.
Well, we
What
don't know
you
her.
like about her?
Yeah, what don't you like about her? Is it that she's being kind of annoying when it comes to your
Oh, you
podcast?
guys are
Is that
assholes.
what it is? We're just fucking. But first of all, she's not in the public eye. We don't know her name. We don't know what the fuck she looks like. Nobody knows who we're talking about.
That's what I told her.
She's not in the public eye at all.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I told her. I calmed her down a bit.
Also, she was pissed off in the beginning.
At me, yeah.
But why at you? When she met you, you were already doing this podcast.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
You know
Yeah.
what?
She
So,
thought-
so what's the
She
the
was
thing you
also a
don't
little
like about it?
worried that basically it was talking shit and that you wouldn't like her and shit like stuff like that. That's what she was
Me
worried
or
about also.
people in general?
Yeah, she thought I also talked shit about her like behind the scenes.
You
which
did.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Yeah, a lot. I'm not gonna say it now, Poseidon, because you want to keep.
Kept every fucking meeting we had started with "You're gonna
Lorenzo,
fucking hate
I
this
can't,
bitch."
Yeah.
You can't believe what.
Yeah. This stupid fucking. And now she's living here. She's fucking living here. Yeah, so I'm not going to tell her about that, Poseidon, obviously, because that'll bother you.
He's a gentleman.
Oh, you guys are such ball busters.
Yo, Chad, do you have any friends that you ruin their life like this?
Just Bert Kreischer.
Just me personally, I don't know Bert. I know Mike knows him. I've never heard anything actually bad about Bert Kreischer. Like, he's not one of those guys that has, as far as I've heard, like a dark past, like he's fucked with people. As far as I know, he seems to be happy-go-lucky.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's your relationship with him, I guess, for the most part. I don't know.
Well, people kind of...
fine.
He's fine. Yeah, most of us are. We're all crazy. Here's the thing. Yeah. We know this. You're in the fucking business. We're all goddamn psychopaths.
I don't know if you guys are like this, but since the beginning of the pandemic, I get angry very quickly for stupid fucking reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like this before, so it just amplified it.
But like I bought another thing. I bought one of those hockey machines, the dome hockey machines, like in arcades. And I was playing with my wife, and then because she's the only person I can play with, and then we finished the game, and then she was angry. She was like, "I'm not playing for a week," and then she left.
Why? Because you beat her?
Like, yeah, because I beat her. But I was like, "Of course I beat you. I bought this because I'm good at this game."
And I am a male.
Yeah, I'm a man. But she got really angry at me, and I was like. I was about to tell her to fuck off, but then I was like, if I tell her to fuck off, I'm going to see her in, like, she's the only human being I see. So I have to be really cool about this.
Be really cool about his attitude.
Yeah.
Poseidon, you've been losing your... I lost my shit at the bank today. You haven't been losing your cool, actually, now that I think about it.
Well, because...
You're unemployed and you're still... I've never seen you this not stressed. You used to be more stressed when you were employed.
Wait until next month. Also, I think it's because I guess you work with a lot of toxic people. So once that's kind of gone out of the picture.
Are you fucking talking about us?
Podcast.
We're still doing the podcast.
We're still doing the podcast.
You just don't see us in person, but you're still with your toxic friends. We're right here.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying...
We have competition, is what you're saying?
Are you saying you have people in your life that are worse than us? Who's worse to you than us?
Oh, God.
Who stole your shirt? Actually. Who stole your shirt? Did you realize you were going to be on camera today? You were doing a podcast?
Yeah. But I haven't showered in 3 days, bro. I don't care anymore.
What is that? You could put a shirt on, though. I don't know what that is. And why haven't you showered?
What's the point?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll back him up on this. What is the point? I got your back on this. You're getting beat up.
Don't you live with someone?
Finally, someone defends me.
Yeah. Don't worry. Chad's planning to fuck you at some point. He's gonna fuck you. Don't worry. Chad's gonna unleash a quick one when the time comes.
It's the comedic gangbang, right? This whole episode.
So
brought to you by Brad.
So wait, your girlfriend left?
The comedy section.
Your girlfriend left?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe she left because she's like, this guy doesn't fucking want to take a shower?
Odor?
This guy what?
Doesn't want to take a fucking shower.
Yeah.
Probably.
She's like, I think he wants me to suck his dick so I can clean it with my mouth.
Oh, come on, bro.
But I told him so many times I'm not his mother.
So you haven't but I keep forgetting to wash some days. Like yesterday. Yeah, I washed yesterday. I washed today, but I think I went like 2-3 days last week without washing. And I didn't even realize that I hadn't washed. But then I was like, I've been wearing the same underwear for 4 days. I don't think that's good.
You know what helps me? It's because I go for walks now at night and I get scared because when I come back in the house that I have germs on me.
Okay.
So I'm always fucking showering because in my head it's like I'm, curing myself. Which in the end, if I caught something, I already fucking caught it.
Yeah.
I've been wearing this Andre the Giant shirt for 6 days.
But it looks fucking clean.
It's clean as hell.
Yeah, and it doesn't fit. It fits awkwardly, like your clothes if you wear them for too long. It's a good fit. Nobody can know.
Kind of looks like me.
How many people? Andre the Giant? Yeah, a bit.
Yeah.
People have said that. People in old chats said he looks like a young Andre the Giant.
Yeah, even Bert said that last week. Yeah.
It does look like him.
Well, yeah, Earl said that last week too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are. Yeah. Andre the Giant, Poseidon the Mongoloid.
My buddy Earl Skakel.
Yeah. We're big Earl guys. We like
Me
Earl.
too.
Yeah.
He was on my podcast last week. I like Earl because he likes to mix it up. He doesn't mind going after the Jeremy Pivens of this world.
Yeah, the elites. Yeah. He doesn't give a shit. He's another. That's why. But it's the same reason why I like Kevin Brennan. He's like, at least they're fucking honest. You know, that's what I appreciate. They don't fucking care. They're not gonna hide how they feel. So I would. A lot of people get scared of that. They're like, oh, I don't like people that, you know, if they got too much heat on them, they fight too much. But no, that's what you want. You want the honest people. What do you want a guy who smiles but he's bullshitting for? Yeah. I'd rather have the guy that I know where he fucking stands. And Earl, god damn it, man, you know where the fuck he stands. You're not gonna get confused.
That's why I failed in LA. I'm not good at playing the game. I'm not fake. Like I can't pretend. I don't have it in me. I'm too old. I know the bullshit. So I'll call people out and it doesn't serve me well. So that's why I'm at where I'm at in my career, because I can't play the game.
How long were you in LA for?
I started in LA in 2004. I was there for 2 years, and this past stint was over a year, and I had to get out. I couldn't handle it.
Did it feel toxic after a while?
Yes. Everyone's losing their damn mind. I'm hoping this coronavirus puts everything in perspective. But before we moved into it, you got the Me Too movement, the social justice warriors, the PC police, friends who you think you're friends, and something happens, they'll turn your back on you in 5 seconds because everyone's living in fear. They're afraid that you might bring them down, and that's where we're living at right now.
Yeah, Mike has no fear of that with me. I can't take him down. He's been sued by the country. He's like, what the fuck is Pantelis going to do to me? the government is taking him to court, so he's got no fear of that.
What parts are you guys in? I want to know where everyone's at right now.
Well, we're all in Quebec.
Montreal.
Yeah, just different parts.
Yeah, I'm not actually in Montreal. I'm South Shore, like a town called Longueuil. I'm about 5 minutes away from Montreal.
Yeah, Poseidon's in Park X, and he's 3 minutes away from me. I'm 6 blocks away from him in a Hunsick.
Dude, I just watched a week ago that Don't Fuck with Cats.
Oh, yeah. Luka Magnotta, yeah.
That's right in the your backyard.
Oh, it's right, yeah. It's on right off the highway. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that was crazy.
Yeah, dude,
that was a fucking nut job.
It was a nut job. And when that happened, we found out all kinds of information here later. Like, nobody took that shit seriously. Nobody was taking it seriously because it was all internet dweebs in the beginning that were trying to out him, and the cops didn't seem to, especially in Toronto. Remember, the cops didn't give a fuck. They're like, we don't want to hear from nerds. And they let this guy go. That guy was a piece of shit.
So it took him chopping up a torso and mailing it for people to take him seriously?
Yeah, and at first they weren't going to take it seriously. Like, it's an Asian guy. And they're like, no, now it's public. You got to do something. Pretend he's not Asian. Like, all right.
Looking back,
yeah,
maybe this Luka character was onto something.
What's your correlation? You're trying to say that the virus thing?
Yeah.
It was too sloppy. That was sloppy. It wasn't well thought out, Poseidon.
Yeah.
Very bad.
Very bad.
You should have waited 10 more seconds for that one.
Yeah. But yeah, that was, dude, a lot of people in the state, Ali Lerman was, she was watching it, I think, was it Ali that was telling me about Don't Fuck with Cats? Somebody in the States when it first came out were like, what the fuck is happening up there in Canada? But this was just one, it's not a regular occurrence here.
Yeah.
This was just one fucked up guy. But this guy was crazy from the get-go. Everything he was doing for years was fucked up.
And at first, whenever the news here would talk about him, they'd be like a porn star, because he did like 1 or 2 porno movies, but they kept on calling him a porn star.
Yeah, he's not a porn star.
And I was like, that's not a porn star. Like, fucking. And I actually Googled his porn because he was obviously a gay guy, but his porn wasn't gay porn. It was him fucking fat women.
Mm.
Yeah, very weird to watch a murderer fuck a fat chick.
And not kill her.
Yeah, he didn't kill her. Yeah.
And this guy had restraint. But even the way he got caught. Did you watch all the way through, Chad?
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about the story in the States just from the murder, not the cat videos. So I remember it, and I didn't realize he was tied into this, killing cats situation. But I was completely fascinated, especially when they busted him overseas.
If you Google Rocco Magnotta, Norm Macdonald, Norm used to do jokes about Rocco Magnotta like every week on his podcast, the first version of the podcast he had, and it's always the same joke, but it's fucking hilarious. He just describes what Rocco Magnotta did for like 11 minutes, and then the punchline is just he's a bit of a jerk.
He's a bit of a jerk. He was so, you know, when it first happened here, Chad, it was kind of like we were in disbelief because we didn't know about the cat stuff either. So the way I first heard about it, I think there was an announcement they found a body part. I think it was at the park, right, in LaSalle.
Wasn't it first he mailed them to government officials?
In the documentary, that's how. But the first thing I ever heard of was a body part.
Found random parts.
That's what I remember. I remember hearing a body part, and then people were like, "Oh, there's a video online of him killing someone and then fucking him." And I was like, "This is internet. This is fake stuff. This isn't real. That's what I thought." And then it turned out, I don't know. This guy fucked him, killed him, fucked him again. It was just crazy shit.
Yeah. I remember this because I worked at Telus and I was going to Metro Angrigno, and at Metro Angrigno, it's where they found the head.
Yeah, that's what I had first heard.
And
of.
I think I was going to work on that same day, and I was going like a day or two later, and then people were telling me, "Be careful! They found a head in the park."
A head in the park, or
yeah, but they don't mention this on the show.
At the park, at the Angrigno park, I remember they found a body part.
Jesus Christ!
But that's a notoriously bad park. Apparently, there's like gay people get beat up there sometimes. I don't know if it still happens. They used to go in the park and fuck, and then people go beat them up, or the gang stuff. Like apparently, that's a fucked up. Like that's like a weird park.
Anyways, I was going to work like a day or two later, and people told me, "Be careful." And I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to work, and I walked through it.
Yeah, what's gonna happen?
Walk through that Asian man's head.
No, through the park.
Okay.
Oh yeah, for the shortcut, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody said that, but when you cut through it, normally they say don't cut through it at night. No one's sucking dicks and cutting heads off in the middle of the day, normally.
Yeah, that's true.
In a park. I don't know.
Generally,
standards
if
have changed.
the cops do find a head in a park, that park's the safest park to go to for a month.
Oh, yeah. No one's going to go.
Because they never find two heads in the same park. In the same
days
month.
apart. The dumbest part about that documentary was Justin Trudeau. Chad, remember when he received a body part? What his speech was, this is great. We got to find out, why, where are these body parts? Why are they sending specific body parts to specific? What do you care what the body part was? Like, if you got a foot, that would make you happy. He's like, why did we get this? Why did we get the hand? I don't understand.
Why can't we get an ankle?
What a stupid thing to say. Now, and we wonder why he always has to read from a prompter. This is why. This is why. I didn't get the right body part. Look, if I received a severed penis, maybe I'd be curious. Maybe I'd think about a pardon. But a goddamn foot? What am I going to do with this? What am I, a weirdo?
What parts did he send? He sent...
I thought it was the hands and the feet, no?
Feet and hands?
That's what I think. Yeah, one party got one and the other got the other. Something like that.
And the head.
The head's the most fucked up thing, dudes. But
that's when you get excited. Yeah, we got the head.
Yeah. More important.
Free blowjobs.
And the way they caught him, it was fucking amazing. It was like a movie.
Because he went to Google himself in an internet cafe.
His narcissism caught him.
Yeah. Imagine being that fucking guy, the guy that was sitting there at the counter just staring at him, just thinking like, is this the guy from the bulletin? What if you're wrong? You know what I mean? Like, because it was military police, right? Those cadets that were walking around. Imagine telling the military, there's a fucking rapist murderer in here, and they grabbed the wrong fucking guy. Like, you have to have balls to do that. Like, just to be like, I'm so sure I'm calling in the military. Like, you gotta be fucking positive. You wouldn't do that on a whim.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's him.
Yeah, it's a black guy. It doesn't look anything like him.
Just send the SWAT team. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Pretty sure he's guilty. Yeah, that would have been fucking funny. But yeah, it's crazy. And then when he got here, he was denying it. He had like a whole alternate persona in his head. And I think he's getting life, right, Mike? Because we don't do death penalty here.
He's and he got married in prison.
To who?
Oh, good.
To some dude. He's in maximum security prison up north, and he got married to some I think native guy. So I think he has a thing for Asians. Like that. Imagine if you're a Native American and you're like, is he gonna kill? Like, I think he only likes to kill yellow people.
That's what his family's saying. Like, aren't you scared of getting killed? No. He's gonna be in prison his whole life. He can't kill me.
Yeah.
This is a real love through a glass.
Oh no, he's like, nah, I'm red. I'm not yellow.
Wait, are you allowed to have those conjugal visits if you're serving like life for murder?
I think probably murder, no, or I don't know. But this guy is in prison with him, like he's another inmate.
Oh shit! So he is tapping that ass.
Yeah, so they are probably fucking like nonstop.
So I have a question.
That must be stressful for that guy too. Like if you don't want to have sex with your husband, but you know that if you say no, your husband's still gonna have sex with you, but it just you'll be chopped up.
Yeah, whether you're breathing or not.
You're like, okay, I better fuck him.
Since we don't do the death penalty here, Mike, I have a question. I don't know if you know this, but you're a man of knowledge. Let's say like he's serving life. That's the max you can get, right? If he marries this guy and then rapes and kills him in prison again, we're still not going to kill him, so he's just going to continue. So he could murder everyone in there, and nothing in his life changes.
Exactly. Yeah.
It feels like there's a bit of a flaw in our system.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm not saying kill everyone, but like these kind of murderers, rapists, child molesters, especially child molesters. Maybe them we can do without them.
He might get rehabilitated though.
That's
like, he'll turn it around.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that's a defense? An attorney saying to a judge, "Look, judge, you can't go further down than this. This guy raped and killed a man. Like, it's looking up from here. It's all uphill from here."
Listen, Your Honor, I fucked up. It was a bad move. I learned my lesson.
Yeah, because did you see the cats though and the dogs? I didn't do that anymore.
I didn't watch the documentary series. Did you see the guy that he killed his parents?
His parents are they're in it, and they were actually at the testimony, and it's kind of heartbreaking. It's sad.
Yeah, that was that's especially his Chinese dad. Like he sent him to study,
Yeah, he was there just to study, and that unfortunate situation happened.
And being from China, dude, his dad must have lost his shit. He's like, your son was murdered,
he's
gay. Yeah, he's like, what the fuck? Like, it's a double whammy. And no, it was very sad because if this didn't happen, if they would have never found out who the fuck he was. Like, I think we got lucky, right, about finding Luka Magnotta because of those nerds, all that shit. Or else he would have got away with the fucking murder of a student. And apparently he was like a cool dude. He was quiet, wouldn't bother anyone. Not Magnotta, the Asian guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he was he didn't have enemies or anything. He was apparently a nice guy, kept quiet, came here, was trying to study, had cats and shit. He had like a favorite cat, and he fucking gets murdered.
I'm just glad he didn't eat a bat before that,
His diet was different. But yeah, it's that you're right, Chad. You said it was emotional. I remember watching that. It's his parents. It was fucking with me too. I was like, oof, getting that phone call, and then your son's been chopped up. And then you find out all this shit. You find out that the people in Canada aren't as nice as you thought.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're in China and you're like, we're sending our son to the country that everyone's polite and they're so nice there.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? He got fucking raped and murdered on video? That is not very polite.
Yeah, that's not very polite. We have a plan for these cocksuckers. Give it a couple of years.
According to this, he's serving a mandatory life sentence, but he's eligible for parole in 25 years. You think he'll get it? Go.
I mean, in Canada, there's a chance.
Will.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Especially if we keep going the way we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
the good thing is though, in 25 years, he'll still be young. He'll still be young enough to rape and murder Asian students.
Yeah, he'll be like in his 50s, right?
Yeah, he'll be in his 50s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a fucking weirdo like that in his 80s isn't gonna rape or murder anyone, but in his 50s, he's still got a lot of raping.
Yeah, he's got a lot of raping to do. Yeah, he's still got a lot of raping in him. He's got a lot of raping. Yeah, no, it was actually man, those parents, dude, that's the worst. You know how they say you don't want to outlive your kids?
Yeah,
I think that's the worst case scenario. What else can you get a phone call from and then be like, I don't know how to handle this?
And plus, like, whenever parents send their kids to another country to study, it's because you want a better life for your kid.
Yeah.
So his parents were probably like, we'll send him to North America. He won't have a shitty life like we do here, fucking 8 people in the same apartment. But that's a way better life than having sex with Rocco Magnotta and getting murdered.
But you know what?
No parent's going to go, yeah, I'm going to send my kid away so he can get raped and decapitated.
On video. But you know what's great is that's why I think they shouldn't give him parole. That's a good argument. Like, if you're giving him parole, what about the guy who was murdered? Like, he took that. This guy's gonna have a second chance at a life, and he just fucked over that kid, that family. Because didn't they have that one child rule? And they had a boy, so they were happy, the family. And basically, I don't think they have like another son, right? Is that what it was? So the family name dies with him. Like, he fucked over his family, a generation of people. And
they're probably thinking about all of his sisters that they murdered in the river. So, they're like, fuck, we should have kept at least one.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I hope, but there's a chance. We even had, what was her name? Karla Homolka? Remember her? Did you guys know about her, Chad?
Who is this?
Karla Homolka?
She was a girl, a Canadian girl that her and her husband raped and murdered her sister.
Yeah.
So she got her own sister to do a threesome with her and her husband. Then they murdered her.
That's rude.
She did like, I think,
threesome etiquette out the window.
She did like 3 years in prison, or like a really short time, because she acted like her husband had convinced her to do that. And then turns out she was a mastermind, and she's free now. And she's living, I think, South Shore, Montreal.
She was close to Chateauguay once. I was doing a show there 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, and I made a joke about it, about her being there, and the room went quiet. And I was like, come on, we can fight. And then, just silence. And I go, is this bitch here?
Was she in the room?
I don't know, because it got really awkward. And I was like, oh, fuck, like this, because I was making jokes about her murdering people, and then it just got awkward. And I was like, is this bitch here? And then again, everybody was just awkward looking around. I was like, oh, shit, like, I don't know what the fuck she looks like.
And a joke about a murderer, too, if people don't laugh,
it's
not that they're taking her side. It's they're afraid that she's going to know that they
exactly, yeah, but it was just fun. I was like, is this bitch here? And I was like,
yeah, she was volunteering at a elementary school.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chad, the country here, we're too forgiving about stupid shit like this. Like, again, it shocks me. Mike, you've been put through the ringer for a joke.
Yeah.
But it's like murders, fucking ex-terrorists. We're like, come on, man.
Like
it's
that
not
guy, that guy in Winnipeg that ripped on the bus, on the Greyhound bus.
He cut a guy's head off.
The passenger's face off. He's out of prison. Yeah.
Oh, he's free?
He's free now. And he ripped someone's face off, and I think ate the face, or maybe he didn't eat the face, but either way, he still ripped someone's face off and killed them, and he did less than 10 years.
Wait till he makes an off-color remark.
Yeah.
He's going
I
back
love
in.
the fact that I can't get into your country with a DUI charge.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, you see what the fuck's going on? Yeah. I'm telling you, the grass always seems greener, but there's always fuckery everywhere, man. But
is that true? What is this? I've never tried it, but can you get into Canada with a DUI charge?
As far as I know, you shouldn't be able to, but there's always people that get in and don't know. Like, I don't know if they thoroughly check every time or if you're flagged. I don't know how the fuck it works.
I heard that they ask now. I know, like, I don't know how it is for Americans coming to Canada, but for Canadians going to the States, it used to be if we had a DUI, we couldn't go to the States. But now they ask you if you have a DUI before asking you if you have a criminal record. So they ask you if you've had a DUI, and if you had, you go yes. And then when they ask you, do you have a criminal record? If you answer yes because of the DUI, they let you through. So I think it's the same way to come into Canada.
So you're like, do you have a DUI? No. Do you have a criminal record? Yes, I raped and killed someone. Come on in.
Yeah. But I was sober.
Yeah.
I had a designated driver.
Yeah. I was the designated rapist. He was the designated driver. We're a team, goddammit. We're entrepreneurs. No, I think here they care mostly about the criminal record now. That's what it is, right? So if the crime was the DUI, they're willing to like accept it or some shit like that. Like, all right, if that was your crime, but if you have a DUI and that's not why you have a criminal record, you have it for something else, armed robbery or assault, then no, you can't get in. I mean, even Chris Brown was denied border entry a few years ago here. Yeah. He was coming to a concert.
Dave Landau last year was the first time he was allowed in. I think DUI. The way he was talking, there's like a 5-year wait or something.
Oh, I'm good. Sure. Mine was in 98, so I'm good.
Okay,
he should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I'm coming right now. I'll see you guys in a minute.
No, but you should be fine. Yeah, you should be. I would tell you come during the festival, but that doesn't look like it's gonna happen until October at this point.
Yeah, and it's not gonna happen. They're gonna cancel October too.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about a second cancellation. In my head, I was like, okay, that's when it's happening. But yeah, oh shit, Mike, I didn't think about that. You have insider information?
No, but just like if they're starting to open stores like in May and June, I don't know if like big comedy shows, like I think they're going to be able to do some shows in October, but like the big shows, like all the galas in front of 3,000 people or the Bell Center shows, no way in hell they can do shows in front of like 15,000 people.
You mean legally, or no one's going to want to come?
Yeah, no one's going to want to come. I mean.
Yeah, it is a valid fear.
Yeah.
I know that Skankfest is still scheduled for September.
Yeah, they removed that. Yeah, they moved that to September.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to push back because I think it's one venue, right?
Yeah, it's a secret group in Austin.
Yeah, so they should be, and it's not like a 15,000 seat or anything like that, so they should be able to. Again, it's just going to come down to people's courage. But I think Texas, they don't give as much of fucks. Like, no one's going to stop a Texan from if they want to go out.
Well, they're talking about, like I said earlier in the show, that the governor's trying to reopen things like next week.
Yeah, so they'll be ready for September. They're going to be desensitized. And like I said, we've been living with this for months, and we just didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Right. So there's also that. Like, we have to remember, people are going crazy right now. Masks, and we're all worried when we go outside. But wash your hands, wash your face when you're out there, because you've been fucking going around with this for months. You know, you may have passed that one person that you're gonna come into contact with. You may have passed him a month ago, and that's it. You don't know. So let's see. Mike's mic is lower compared to the others, people are saying, but it's not true. It's because Mike sits further.
Okay.
That's all it is.
I can talk like this. Then.
Yeah, there he is.
There we go.
Jesus, Poseidon, with your fucking armpits. What's going on down there?
My head was itchy.
I buy it.
I believe.
My head was itchy. God damn it.
I look like a fucking gorilla.
Yeah, you do look like a fucking gorilla.
I can't believe I just did that on camera.
Sweet, are you never leaving the house again, you? What's happening now? When do you go out?
Me?
Yeah.
Supermarket and walk in the park.
You still walk, you're not scared? I walk too at night.
No. And like I've taken walks at the park, and people have been very respectful, social distancing. But not too many people.
But they've always been pulling their kids away from you. This isn't a new thing, right? This is people have always been like, I don't think this guy should be this close to my kids. God damn it, he's very. I've never seen him this fucking jittery.
Yeah.
This is ruining you, Poseidon.
It is.
Yeah, you're too scared to talk now.
No, I'm not scared to talk. I just
look. In all honesty, think about this logically. She knows about your whoremongering, right?
Yeah.
She knows about your racism. She knows about all kinds of crazy shit about you. There's videos online of you taking a shit for $2,000. You shit your pants for $2,000. So she's cool with that. There's no joke that you can tell that she's gonna be like, "Oh, that's over the line."
Yeah.
It's right.
Dude, she might not know about the shitting in his pants.
She does now, though. She does.
So.
She does now.
She knew.
She knew.
Yeah.
That's what got her. That's what got her wet in the first place.
Who paid you $2,000? Because I do that right now as we speak.
Mike,
shit my pants.
I did. If
you want to? I'll do it right now too. If you got $2,000, I'm unemployed. Give me your slot machine.
I got 3,000 Canadian right here.
You want that's like $800 American.
Wait a second, I'll find my fucking American money.
It's gonna pay Chad shit.
There we go. All right.
He's got a stack of Americans.
So I got 1,000 American here.
Shit,
I'm actually considering it right now.
Oh, but it was an epic. It was an epic event, Glutton Fest, the first one, and he thought it was gonna ruin his life after. He's like, I want video. Shit in my pants is gonna ruin my life.
Because the way it started is he told us he could eat 10 pounds of hot dogs in in one sitting?
Yeah, in 1 hour or something.
And then we were like, you can't do that. If you're able to do that, we'll give you $1,000. And then he came back and he was like, I Googled it, and apparently you can't put that much food in your stomach. So then we told him, but if you shit your pants, you empty you empty your stomach.
Keep going.
So then he was like, "Oh yeah, that's a good way to fuck the system." And then so we got him to put he put a diaper on, and then he taped his pants to his feet so that the shit wouldn't go through. And then he ended up just shitting his pants.
This is on film?
Yeah, it's on this page too. It's on this YouTube channel, Glutton Fest.
It's called Glutton Fest.
Yeah. Oh. And just the moment, because the camera's on him, his eyes, because we didn't know that he was shitting himself. And he's like, I just did it. What's the matter? I shit my fucking pants. And the panic in his face. And then after, he's like, I'm never going to live this down. How am I going to walk down the street? People are going to know I'm the guy who shit his pants. And yet people know. And they're kind of proud of you. They're like, yo, dude, shit in your pants. Glutton Fest Part 2. We're waiting for that. No one's really making fun of you. They're all kind of proud of you.
It does take balls, though, to do that a bit. No?
Yeah.
Don't you find?
Balls and lack of brain cells.
Yeah. I mean, for $2,000, though, man.
But
I mean,
that's a good argument. We said that, too, because what I told him is his best defense is if anybody makes fun of him, tell him, let me ask you, did you take a shit today? You guys were like, yeah. How much you get paid? Yeah. Nothing? Exactly. You fucking peasant.
Nothing a shower can fix.
Yeah. Fucking dude, imagine every time you take a shit, you get paid. Shit, I'd be rich.
You know how that's gonna suck though for me? Like since this pandemic is hurting everyone financially, when I totally run out of money, I'll be like, fuck, I could have had $2,000. But I gave it to Poseidon for him to shit his pants. My wife will be like, why are we only eating bread? Because I fucking make bad investments.
I'm a goddamn buffoon.
I still see that as an investment.
It was for the show. It was for the show.
Yeah.
I actually did get a receipt and put it in my income tax.
Are you serious?
It was an expense.
Yeah, so my accountant, it's a business expense.
Did you write it off?
I did. My accountant was like, we can't like giving someone $2,000 to shit their pants isn't a business expense. I was like, well, it kind of is.
The fact that you wrote that off is hilarious.
It kind
You're
of
not
is
wrong,
though.
Mike, because it was for entertainment purposes.
Yeah. Oh, you know what would be amazing since I wrote it off? If Poseidon got in trouble with Revenue Canada because he didn't declare it.
Sir, we know for a fact, we've seen the videos, you shit your pants and you never declared that $2,000.
Says here you shit your pants and it's not on record. Mr. Poseidon, you have anything to say about that?
Your Honor, please play the tape. Play the tape back one more time of him crying on camera.
God.
Yo, so Chad, where do you want people to find you? Where do you want them to follow you?
DaneCook.com.
That's where they're gonna go. Where do you prefer? What's your medium of choice?
You know, I'm on Twitter, obviously, like all of you, but I was late to the Instagram game, so I'm trying to build that little device up because apparently the kid says it's the #1 social networking. So go to my Instagram, which is Chad Zumock, and follow me there if you can.
You can. We got a lot of people on Instagram. Head over to Chad Zumock on Instagram. Also Twitter. I mean, Twitter, I think mostly me and Mike, amongst like Poseidon's not really that active on Twitter. I like Twitter a lot because it's just a direct talking, but most people, you're 100% right. They're either on Instagram or if they're underage, they're going to be on TikTok dancing and pissing people off. Or, if they're in the medical field, then they're also on TikTok right now because it's not much to do.
You should put the shit in your pants video on TikTok.
Maybe like little clips of him.
Of the moment.
Yeah.
Well, not, just leading up to it and just your face. Because also, the truth is, I looked at a video about a month ago and I did fuck you over a lot. Like, because there was a moment, Chad, where I told him to eat some ice cream to help cool his vanilla ice cream to help cool his senses. So you see him, he's just going crazy. He's like, oh, I need this. And he starts eating it and he realizes that it's expired cream cheese. And he fucking lost. Imagine expecting vanilla ice cream and having that fucking toxic.
Ugh.
And plus Pantelis the day before, because he had told him, we had told him you should get some X-Lax to help you, shit, so you don't panic. But Pantelis was like, you should take some the day before just to make sure that you're ready. So he took X-Lax the day before. So he had been shitting his pants
the night before.
I woke up in the middle of the night and I had to take a huge shit because I took X-Lax the night before.
His strategy was off, Chad. So
and then our judge or our referee or whatever you want to call him, Yan, was like, when he shit his pants, he definitely shit his pants, and then Yan had to go check, and he was like, "That isn't shit. It was just a shark. It's just a shark."
He's got to keep going, and they started arguing.
Yeah,
oh,
and then he couldn't take his pants off
because he was duct taped.
Because he duct taped them to his shoes,
and then he had to inspect again, and he got the whiff of it, and it was like, "Oh no, he definitely shit himself."
Fuck, man, I can't believe you've done all this stupid shit.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I can't believe you wrote it off, though.
I can't believe some people still respect me.
Yeah, no. You're using
the Canadian Steve-O.
Yes. Chubbo.
All I'm missing is the tattoos.
You have tattoos.
I want more.
All right, you'll get more. So, Chad Zumock, Instagram, Twitter. Chad, you got a website, don't you?
Yeah, but it sucks.
So, mainly anything you do is mostly going to be on Twitter and Instagram, right?
Yeah, and I got a podcast called Sit Down Zumock.
There we go.
You can subscribe to that. Next week is my 200th episode. I have Ron Bennington, Jim Norton, Dan Soder, Kevin Brennan, and Jim Florentine.
God damn.
What a fucking fantastic episode, dude. Who the fuck's not going to sign up to watch that shit?
Yeah, you guys... it's a good one.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Did you already record it?
Yeah, well, Soder's not recorded yet, but I'm doing that on Friday.
Okay, so that's fucking amazing. All right, so subscribe to that. I mean, this is the time. What else are you guys going to fucking do? You keep telling me, you keep complaining you don't have enough to watch, even with the shit we put out. There you go. Another goddamn podcast. So check that out. Follow Poseidon on Twitter and Instagram, the Poseidon69. Mike Ward, CA. And if you're bilingual, you speak French, Mike Ward Suzakuti, #1 French language comedy podcast on the planet, is also available. Go to patreon.com/Suzakut for that one. Mike, anything we need to add?
No, that's it.
Guys?
Here's the only thing I know how to say in French. Je ne sais pas.
I don't know.
That's it. That's all I got.
So thank you all for listening. And remember, go fuck yourselves.